Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am here to do the zodiac reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So, if you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Crosswatcher. So let's get started. I'm going to do a little shuffling just to connect with the energies, so bear with me while I kind of tell you about why I'm doing a special zodiac readings for this lunation, which is the new moon solar eclipse. And if you've been on this channel recently, you'll know that there was a shift, and we've been preparing for this shift since last August, and that's August 2021. And so with this lunation coming up on Saturday the 30th of April, we are experiencing this immense shift, and the energies are intense. So there's a couple of things. The reason I'm posting these videos early is so that you guys have a heads up about what you may experience, but you also the messages include what needs to be released in order to fully integrate and shift into this new cycle and these new energies. But also it gives us a little time to prepare to do some prep steps in our life in order to fully integrate these energies. The reason being is because of the intensity of these energies, they are going to leave our minds feeling very active and our bodies being very exhausted. So you may feel very energized mentally with all the downloads. You may feel very spiritually activated. However, your body may feel very exhausted. So a couple of prep steps for you. Number one, go ahead and do some cleansing. So this could be fasting, like a moderate fasting, safe fasting, just saying, and drinking lots of water-based beverages, hydrating to flush out any toxins. Do some chakra clearing, some meditation, some yoga, some saltwater baths, you know, anything, some saging, anything you can do to kind of cleanse out old energies, that old stagnant, kind of like the old stagnant smells. You want to clear those out of your physical body and your mind and your chakra system. So any healing, anything that is left unresolved needs to be released. So you may need to do some meditations around that. But also that's taking care of your mind, body, spirit. And at the end of the reading, I'll pull some more suggestions specific for your zodiac, Sagittarius. But the other things that you can do that I suggest is to kind of prepare for this by getting your physical world in order. Sorry, I just needed some green tea. Like go ahead and, you know, get your house kind of straightened up, your clothes all put away. You know, get your car cleaned out, get things straightened up, and maybe make some heat and eat meals or some meal prep, so that when you're feeling this exhaustion, you won't lose the momentum in your life, and life can become very overwhelming when you start falling behind because you're so tired. So those are the two main suggestions that I have. The download that I've gotten about what this shift is going to do is it's going to recalibrate the way we see and value money and our tangible items, and create a balance between how we experience joy in our lives. So I really feel like this is going to be a huge shift with huge energies coming in. So I want to get these readings out so that you have time to prepare for. So I'm going to start with the Rumi deck, the Rumi Oracle, to lay the foundation for this reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher. Okay, let love transform. It's a 14 card, kind of like Temperance energy. Let love transform. We are definitely going to be we're going to make the shift from our kind of our mind and ego-driven decision-making to heart-centered decision-making as the collective. And that is what's going to serve humanity, but it is going to be tremendous energy to make that shift. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with perch. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. And so that's the shift we're talking about. We're coming into more of our soul being as humanity. And that's going to affect every single one of us individually. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk in the way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind. Because of this, all manner of miracles, miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We were able to remain always in the heart. We would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation, and all so great, truly there would be not even a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. And that is another part of the shift, is shifting out of fear-based energy, thinking, decision-making, into love-based. Everything is shifting toward love. So speaking of love, I'm going to take a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. And let's see what messages come through for Sagittarius, April 30th, 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. This card has come up in multiple readings. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, and this is what needs to be released. This has shown up in a lot of the readings. This is kind of that ego-based. There's resentment for somebody not communicating, not responding, not reciprocating. And because of that, that's holding us back. And as we go through this shift, that will hold you into staying out of behind when this very uplifted, it's like a humanitarian, compassionate energy comes in to elevate humanity. So we'll take that one. So that's one thing that you need to be aware of. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. I'm going to pull one more. This one wanted to come out. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So this is leaning into this shift and dealing with kind of trying to control. This is about ego and control, and we have to shift out of that. So that's what has to be released. So for Sagittarius, it is resentment and resistance. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Muse Tarot, which is Divine Feminine Energy for me. Just saw the Four of Cups. Somebody not happy with their outcomes. So let's pull some on this resentment. This isn't what needs to be released. So in order to shift in this energy, it is a choice. It is not happening to you. It is a shift that you need to choose to embrace. Here we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse and the 8 of Materials in reverse. Okay, so this tells me that this is kind of trying to control one's emotional outcomes from someone else. You got to just kind of let it flow. You can't, this is why you feel like you've worked so hard to be loved by this person, or to get the response from this person that you wanted, the emotional fulfillment that you wanted, and it didn't happen. So there's the resentment. Seven of Voices. Yeah, 7 of Swords. This is fear. Page of Emotions, Page of Cups. See how that heart chakra is opening up? You're going to have to release the fear. Maybe the fear of facing yourself. 5 of Emotions and Ace of Materials. Yeah, that's what's keeping you from even getting some evidence, any kind of tangible evidence, or, you know, I think you've learned your lesson here on trying to control. Because what you did was built up this resentment and regret. And resentment because they didn't respond, and regret because you realized that was not a strategy from love, that's a strategy from fear. Anytime you're trying to control something, it's because you're afraid of the outcome, the possible outcomes. That's the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. This is what you're after, and this is what you were trying to control to get. Everybody's after the 10 of Cups, but you have to be in 9 of Cups energy, which is self-love and being able to kind of surrender to whatever you manifest. And this is in the reverse. So you weren't willing to surrender to what you were manifesting. You were trying to control. And what happened was it probably has developed a lot of resistance and resentment in you because it didn't turn out the way you wanted. So that's what needs to be released. So now I'm going to take some Divine Masculine energy. This came from the bottom. There's the Knight of Cups. He's shown up in many of these zodiac readings. Many of these zodiac readings. So it looks like in this shift of energy, once you release resistance and control, then things start to turn around. Let's see what else. It's like then he's willing, if you're the Divine Feminine watching this, the Divine Masculine is willing to say, okay, you know, we can move forward for this point. I'm going to be, yeah, there's 8 of Cups. We can move forward from this point. So there's 2 options here. Going with the flow and kind of letting the divine, see here's bottom of the deck, it's more fear and control. You're staying up at night trying to figure out how you're going to control this. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. And look at the sun. Sorry, I didn't turn off my phone. There's the Fool. Look at this nice new path here. With the Moon and the Queen of Cups. This is surrendering, going with the flow. Even though you may not know the outcome. Okay, so this is the new path. If this connection is still something that you consider viable. Oh, look, and there's the Wheel. Look at all of these major arcanas. The Moon, the Fool, the Wheel, all this kind of, with this lunation, this new destiny, new path. There's the King of Wands, ready to take some action now, being emotionally based. That you have a chance to bring this into a new dimension. All right, let me pull a couple of the Sacred Traveler. And remember, you know what is right for you and you have the power to walk away at any time that you feel this is not serving your best interest. You know, you don't get caught up in trying to control an outcome so fiercely that you don't take the time to see that maybe it wasn't meant for you. Let love transform means that as you are letting go of control and just allowing love to create the flow, that this is the transformation. But if something is not, you know intuitively it is not right for you, it is time to let it go and walk away to something more meaningful. Traveling lightly, simplify your life, let go of control. Shout to the heavens with happiness, embracing enthusiasm. This is the transformation. This is the lighter energy that's coming in. And believe in magic. Journey by moonlight. Here's another reference to this lunation. So let's pause let's take the Illuminated Tarot. I was going to say, let's take a pause. So this is going to release a lot of the heavy energy when you let go of control. Okay, there's the Jack of Clubs. The enthusiastic pursuit of a new venture. So here we have embracing enthusiasm and a traveling lightly, journey by moonlight. This is a new adventure. And then here's this enthusiastic pursuit. It's the Two of Spades. It's like the Two of Swords. But each one has its own meaning in this one. The Hanged Man. Peace through self-discipline. Freedom from distraction. So this is in the reverse. It's almost like 2 of Swords in the upright. And here we have another 2. This is a breakthrough conversation. The 2 of Clubs. So we have the Jack of Clubs, the 2 of Clubs. So this is a journey that you have to make a decision on. And you're kind of in between, because this is hard for you to let go of this control. So to embrace these new energies, you have to decide if you're willing to go on this new ascension, this new timeline. But you're kind of in between, and it feels like there needs to be a conversation between you and somebody important to you. Could be your masculine or your divine counterpart, to kind of put the old cycle behind you. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Diamonds. A bond between the eternal and external. Mastery, not control, of nature. Mastery, not control. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to pull, I'll put these here. I'm going to pull some from the messages from your guides. And then I'll use the clarifier to see if there are any more messages. Like attracts like. You know, your frequency attracts things on the same frequency. Express your feelings. Did we just not say that? Actually, I'm going to put this here. Express your feelings. Let go of the fear and just speak your truth. Like attracts like. Things in the lower vibration are going to attract more in lower vibration, but if you elevate and understand your body, this has come out an awful lot too. Remember, I said you're going to be really kind of fatigued and tired as the integration of these new energies, so listen to your body. All right, now I'm going to clarify with the Crystal Visions Clarification deck. There's the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Be bold, you know, in your actions. Don't hold back, you know. Not be impulsive, you know. At least consider what you're doing, but, you know, have courage. Don't live in fear. Okay, there's the Three of Swords and the World card. Yeah. It is time to end the fear of getting hurt, because that's what this fear is rooted in. And follow your intuition. When you know your true power, instead of trying to control things, sit in your true power and just know when something isn't right for you. And that could be energy, that could be people, that could be jobs, that could be relationships. But your true power is knowing that you have the power to walk away. Okay, here's the Hangman in the upright now. And here's Four of Pentacles. This is a resistance. See your resistance from where it really is originating from, which is the fear of getting hurt. And that will empower you. Yeah, the Fool. Then we can, this is the shift. Okay, let's take some self-care from the Self-Care Oracle to give you, Sagittarius, some specific things that you can do, in addition to what I mentioned at the beginning of this read, to help to integrate these energies and support your physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being. For Sagittarius, please. Connect with your ancestors. So when you meditate, ask for guidance from those who are beyond, who can give you kind of an energetic boost or guidance. Hydrate. We were saying drink a lot of water-based beverages to kind of flush out any toxins, to keep your energy up. Okay, we're going to take them. Do some movement activities, build some strength, meditate, and plan a vacation. If you feel like you're at that point where you've just had all you can take, plan a vacation, but also ground yourself. Okay, friends, I'm going to leave it there. So good luck integrating these energies, and let me know how it goes. Namaste.